And China has attached great importance and significance to developing relations with AU as well as African countries. And since 2013, Chinese President Xi Jinping has sent congratulatory letters to the AU summit for 13 consecutive years. So how do you assess this great significance, great importance of China's leadership place on China-Africa cooperation as well as AU partnership?
We feel that the kind of relationship that the African continent has with China is based on mutual interest, respect, and also mutual understanding. This is something very important for the African member countries of the African Union, because we feel that the era of hegemonic, kind of relationship, the era of dominance has, ended up in the decolonization of our countries. So the African Union member countries have always been looking for that kind of partnership and relationship. And we found it with China. China, over the past 30 years, has been a miracle of development, a very inspiring showcase for all of us. That's why the African member countries have always, tried to create that environment of respectful relationship with China. That's why President Xi launched this One Belt, One Road initiative in 2013. Yes. And then other initiatives follow, the initiatives for mediation, and most recently, the Global Initiative for Governance.
That's right.
These are frameworks through which the African countries find their interest in. And that's why yesterday I repeated to Minister Wang Yi that the African Union will support the GGI initiative as we supported other initiatives and also the platform that is called FOCAC. For 26 years, this platform has been very constructive, very helpful for both parties. That's why the African Union member countries have been attending all the sessions, and the last one was in 2024. So I think we have very good framework with China, and we believe that all these initiatives globally of great interest at large for the whole world, and in particular for the African Union member countries.
Mr. Chairperson, you just talked about in 2024, FOCAC, the Beijing summit of FOCAC was successfully held. At that time, actually, you were in Beijing attending this forum as a foreign minister of Djibouti. So now as the chairperson of AUC, how do you read into implementing the outcomes of the summit into the betterment of the people of both China and Africa?
For the past 26 years, I have been attending all FOCAC meetings because I've been in diplomacy now for more than 3 decades. And I think that this is a continuity of the way we make our relationship, Africa-China relationship, evolve. And at each stage, there is a particular sector for interest. We have been building our partnership on infrastructure development for many years. China have been investing in our energy infrastructure, road, railway, etc., ports, logistics, etc. And then we moved to energy development, grids, and so on and so forth. Now we're focusing on people-to-people's relationship. Yes. We need to see the impact of all those investments for so many years. We need to see it in the well-being of our peoples. China has been achieving, miracle figures in terms of uplifting millions of peoples, out of poverty. We need to replicate that on the continent. We need to see hundreds of millions of Africans, be uplifted and extracted from poverty. We are not saying that we will be able to copy the Chinese model, but what we are saying is that we will inspire ourselves, and take, advantage of the whole success story that you have been achieving, in China. I think this is also the core message President Xi has been sending to African leaders. He keeps saying for the past, 10 to 15 years, he keeps saying, let us, work together to exchange on the best practices that we had and brings, prosperity and peace and stability for all peoples. And it's very important also that we look into the 15th five-year Chinese plan, because this is a framework that will also help us to understand what is the best path towards achieving those goals. we have on our continent what you call the second 10-year plan.
Right.
In the framework of 2063
How
agenda.
do you see the enhanced alignment between the two from your perspective?
That's what we are looking for. We are looking for creating that sense of alignment between these two plans, and bridging, the gaps, or building bridges between these two, plans will help us certainly to put the right diagnosis on the problems that we have, and also promoting trade between China and Africa on a balanced way,